I am Angela Leon Hernandez, and I am an assistant professor of pediatrics at Emory University and Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. I was born in Bogota, Colombia. My dreams to become a doctor are maybe the result of the stories I grew up where I was born as a preemie. After I became a doctor and a pediatrician, I decided to come to the US to pursue an academic career. I immigrated here in 2008 when I met my husband, Richard Shea, and we married. And after that, we decided to complete our family, and we were blessed with the adoption of Luisa, Karen, and Diego. Being a mother and a working mom is something that is not always easy. I work at NICU, at the intensive care unit, and take care of little babies, most of them premature babies, issues that actually are life-threatening, and we have to intervene in order to keep these babies alive. This infant-mother separation also can have deleterious consequences in the future. Try to see how we can bring mothers and families together to mitigate the effects of this separation. I created a behavioral support project, and we have a conference to educate different providers about all the important aspects of early social and emotional development in children that are born prematurely. One of the most frequent outcomes in children affected by prematurity is language delay. We decided to create a program that is dedicated to teach parents the importance of reading to babies. I think always my parents teach us that no matter what is your career, no matter what you do, you are here in this world to help others.
My name is Charmaine Godley. I am a mother of 2 adult children, 1 son, 1 daughter, and 7 grandchildren. When I moved to Atlanta in 1989, I was a single parent and I had 2 young children. So I had challenges. I had financial challenges. I had social and emotional challenges, but we survived. The home that we're in right now is a home that I purchased as a single parent, and I have it in my will to leave to my daughter and her daughters. My daughter and I talk almost every day, or at some point in time we talked almost every day. So I really enjoyed all the aspects of being a mother. Sometimes people say, can you spoil children? It's impossible to spoil a child. The love that you give them is not spoiling, and it's important to give them your presence versus presents as in gifts. My mother probably was the most influential person in my life. She and my father were never married, so I was raised exclusively by my mother. Her parents were married for 61 years, so she had a framework for what husband and wives are supposed to look like, what siblings are supposed to look like. And so she poured everything into me, and she would always say, I want you to remember all these things I'm telling you so that when I'm not here anymore, you'll still have these things in your arsenal. I work for the United Way of Greater Atlanta. I'm the Director of Quality Improvements and the Early Learning Teacher Career Pathway. We have initiatives and programs in what we consider the Child Wellbeing Index area, where they are the high need families, and we work with families and young children that are birth to 5 years old. We do lots of resources. We provide supports. We do developmental screenings. We assess what the parents' knowledge has gained as well as the children. So it's very important work, and we get lots of people who are interested in funding it and supporting it.
I'm Clarissa Edmondson Bridges. I am a wife, a mom, foster mom, entrepreneur. I am a certified childbirth educator, a certified holistic doula. I'm also a facilitator for Pickles and Ice Cream Georgia, and a volunteer with Embrace Friends of Refugees, and also a wedding and event planner. I was a teenage mother. I had my son when I was 17 years old, but my son is now 25 years old. Shania, my other daughter, she is a senior, graduating this year, class of 2021. So I'm very proud of both of my children. Along with my husband, we're foster parents. because it's over 400,000 children in foster care nationwide. There's 6,000 children locally in Georgia. We have fostered over 25 different children. The children that we currently have is 2 children. They're ages 7 months and 20-month-old. They're a sibling group. The youngest one is medically fragile. She has lots of special needs. She sees a lot of specialty doctors, multiple appointments. With the 1-year-old we're fostering, he doesn't have any special needs. Some of the challenges at first was just finding that balance, trying to figure out, when do I schedule my clients? When do I schedule my classes? And what I had to do was just create a calendar, and I had to carve out self-care. And self-care was really what helped me balance everything. And every day I do something for myself, 30 minutes a day of self-care. I am also part of the 2018-2019 cohort through Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies Coalition of Georgia. That was a 12-month program, and I became a certified childbirth educator. So I really appreciate Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies Coalition of Georgia. Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies has been the gateway into really helping me with being an entrepreneur.
Hi, my name is Velvet Wilson. I have 3 biological kids, 2 sons and a daughter. My oldest is 33, my daughter's 32, and my son is 28. I've been fostering for the last 4 years. We have had multiple kids come and go from out of our home, and now we have 2 that we are looking to adopt. I had Bo at the age of 6 days old directly from the hospital, and Rachel at 2 days old from the hospital. She's 9 months old, and they are the most lovable children you would ever meet. And why I love fostering kids and what keeps me going is just to give these kids a loving, caring, nurturing home. That's just my passion. My husband, he the one, he brought it to me because he had seen a lot being a police officer. And there was a need for kids who are in care to have love and nurturing homes. Motherhood is one of the most fulfilling journeys life has to offer, but it can be exhausting. Keeping 2 tiny humans alive and well is tough. Adding work into the mix, and I may find myself stretching myself kind of thin. I have been an educator for like 10 years, but due to my health, I could not go back teaching full time. I became a paraprofessional where I work with kindergarten. And outside being a paraprofessional, I do volunteer my time at the Safe Shelter for Women, where I assist the women and children in giving them clothes. The way I balance my day is I set a routine, be mindful of my time, and be fully present.
My name is Tina Hicks. I am a mom to 2 wonderful children, Mary Catherine, who is 24, and JT, who is 21. I am a wife to Lee Hicks. We have been married for 29 years as of today, and I've been nursing for 23 years. So there's a lot to me, and I enjoy every bit of it. I work for a wonderful organization called Nurse Family Partnership. We are out of the Houston County Health Department, and we serve first-time moms, low income. They have to be less than 28 weeks. We are a home visiting program. We want those babies to have a wonderful, healthy start in life. So we follow mom throughout her pregnancy, throughout infancy, and throughout toddlerhood. I tell my moms all the time, if they know what to expect, it's not near as scary. We sit down, we talk to them, we get to know them, we're there for them. If they need anything, they can call us, we can come see them. We have had several moms that have been in our program and that have graduated the program when the baby turned 2, buy a house, finish school. So we are just there to give her the resources that she needs to be able to have a healthy pregnancy, have a healthy baby, and to help take care of herself when we're gone. The story that comes to mind that I just absolutely love and shows about Nurse Family Partnership, She's one of my very first clients. So I was going into the home, went in the home, Mom said, we have a surprise for you. They take me down this little hallway and they have the baby come walking out toward me. And me and the baby are screaming at the same time because she wasn't walking last time I saw her. It brings me to tears that this mom was so excited for me to get there, number one, and to show me what her baby had done. That's just one of the biggest stories that I have because that's the reason I do what I do.
My name is Tammy Oliver. I am a certified labor doula, motivational speaker, author, mother, and wife. My childhood was kind of tumultuous where I was a survivor of childhood sexual abuse, incest, molestation, gang rape, statutory rape, and I survived all of that. I ended up being a teen mom. I had my first daughter when I was 14 years old, but it was the love and the attention of a teacher, Tom Thompson, who pushed me and said, no, you're a straight A student. You still need to keep going. Don't give up. You will not be a statistic. So he enrolled me in a teen pregnancy program. That is where I learned that I was not alone and that I wasn't the only person who was going through this and that I can choose the direction that I go in from that point on. So I started this journal, but the journal became my first book, which is entitled Secret Survivor, Her Story. But it was my way of getting my testimony out of my system and to help other people to be aware, not afraid, but for me, it was a way of me letting people know it's okay for you to talk. It's okay for you to tell. And what happened to you does not define you. You are not what happened and it's not your fault. After this and people reaching out to me and asking me, well, how did you get past it? Then I wrote Raining After the Rain, Living Freely After Abuse. I learned that forgiveness wasn't for them. It really was for me because the more I held on to the hate and the hurt and the pain and the shame and the guilt of it all, the less I was able to live and the less I was able to give to my children. My oldest children were the ones who helped me to learn how to love, how to be loved, how to give love, because I was afraid to touch them. And so they helped me heal through that. And now all of my children are bombarded with hugs and kisses and text messages and phone calls and love and random acts that I do that only their mother do, including dancing in the middle of the street to a song that maybe me and another one of the kids like. My children are so vitally important to me, but the only way to love them is to know that I deserve to be loved as well.